Hey, 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 on TV about the facts. Facts, facts, facts. How y'all doing tonight? Facts, facts, facts. Facts. Whoo! Listen. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Auntie Fee trying to get better, better, better. And so listen, there's a serial killer among us. Well, not no more. Not, not no more. Not no more. But he is an admitted serial killer. What does it say? Polar Avenue, eastbound from White Station. That we need to talk about. Because it's a bunch of serial killers going around. But he killed his girl. We going to talk about it. We going to talk about the from my live last night, Emmett Martin. Emmett Martin. What's his name? Scorpion Unit guy who said that they have did more than one person. They have abused and taken out more than one person with the Scorpion Unit. They were not even supervised. So that means C.J. Davis just let them do what the fuck they wanted to do. All type of corruption going on. I've been trying to tell y'all that. Woo! I've been trying to tell y'all that. Huh? My common sense has been trying to tell folk that. That's why they mad at Auntie Fee. Hello. Because my common sense is better than their common sense. They be... Stop. I need to stop. She said, girl, stop. Auntie Fee. She was finna say Fee. Stop. Stop with them people. They don't know no better. They conditioning the mind to think they one track mind, or they don't want you to be fully vested in the mind to peep they bull crap. Is that what it is? News lady. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. They not fully vested in the head, or they want me to play dumb with they asses and not peep they bull. Shit. She said, Auntie Fee, that's what that is. You peep they game. You peep they bull. Shit. So let's go in on this one. I got some choice words, but I'm going to chill for a minute because I don't feel too good. And y'all know when Auntie Fee don't feel good, ain't no telling what's going to come out her mouth. You know what I mean? Okay. Him. He say he is he has confessed to 5 murders. He said, I'm a serial killer, so stop fucking with me. That's what he said. Auntie Fee. Huh? Oh, he didn't say them exact words. Okay. See, I told y'all before about y'all picking up and start dating these crazy ass guys. They turn around and kill you. They be a part of gangs and shit. The fuck messing with the ops girls and I don't know what the deal is, but baby, y'all better stop. Let's listen. Let's listen.
A murderer shocked the courtroom this week by taking the stand and calling himself a serial killer. Well, a jury quickly convicted Joshua Dotson for killing his girlfriend and her unborn child. But then he also admitted to more.
It is something about the name Joshua and this serial killer, Joshua. Yeah, it's been a lot of bad things going down with these serial killers named Joshua. I'm just gonna park that. Don't y'all but name y'all baby Joshua. Yeah, I know it's in the Bible, but change it up. Joshua, something. Joshua, something. But Joshua, he gonna kill you, boo.
Dotson for killing his girlfriend and her unborn child.
You hear that?
But then he also
he's a baby killer too.
Murders. Well, a jury quickly convicted Joshua Dotson for killing his girlfriend and her unborn child. But then he also admitted to more murders while testifying yesterday. Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us in studio. Kayla, you were the first of us in studio. Kayla, you were the
DA's office tells me Joshua Dotson took the stand in his defense against the advice of his attorney. He admitted to murdering 19-year-old Demisha Covson and her unborn child in 2020, but that wasn't all. He also confessed to 3 other murders for a total of 5. The 3 other murders for a total of 5. The DA's office says the jury deliberated for 45 minutes before they reached a guilty verdict for the 2 murders Dotson was charged with in that trial. Dotson told the court he killed Covson because she snitched on him about another murder.
So he killed her because she snitched. Half of the people in Memphis, half of them thugs and stuff in Memphis snitching. Huh? He killed her and her baby. Was it his baby? This is bizarre to me. As much snitching is going on right now. Because she snitched. Okay.
45 minutes before they reached a guilty verdict for the 2 murders Dotson was charged with in that trial. Dotson told the court he killed Covson because she snitched on him about another murder. As for those other murders he admitted to, the DA's office says the cases are pending, but no charges have been filed yet. The DA's office wouldn't share specifics on those cases, but a spokeswoman said one is a double homicide and the other is a separate first-degree murder. They say Dotson also threatened a witness during his testimony and also said, quote, "I'm a serial killer. I'm Michael Myers."
He a serial killer. He is Michael Myers. Is that the one? No, that's the other one. Jason. Lord.
I'm Michael Myers, a reference to the murderous main character in the Halloween movie. Specifics on those cases, but a spokeswoman said one is a double homicide and the other is a separate first-degree murder. They say Dotson also threatened a witness during his testimony and also said, quote, "I'm a serial killer. I'm Michael Myers," a reference to the murderous main character in the Halloween movie franchise.
She said, beyond disturbing. Beyond disturbing.
Beyond disturbing. That is Fox 13's Kayla Solomon.
Here they go, leaving the federal building. The former MPD officer, Emmett Martin, who they looking at a plea of 40 years, if not more. He one of the ones that they said that provided extremely excessive force. But he also gonna be the second one that give up the force. MPD. And all its crookedness. He's the one who said that Tyrese Nichols ain't the only one. But now they finna fluff us. Y'all know I can't stand fluff. Hold on. Let's listen. I'm he finna fluff, y'all. Yeah, I can't stand fluff.
Emmett Martin was driven by anger.
What anger?
When on January 7th of 2023,
What anger?
he violated Mr. Nichols' civil rights and used excessive force. He admits that he violated. Was driven by anger. When on January 7th of 2023, he admits that he violated Mr. Nichols' civil rights and used excessive force. He was driven by fear when he later attempted to cover that up, the fear of the consequences of what he had done.
He didn't want to get caught.
Today, we are all witness to Mr. Martin accepting responsibility for what he did. He pleaded guilty, he accepted responsibility, and today, we're all witness to Mr. Martin accepting responsibility for what he did. He pleaded guilty, he accepted responsibility.
I hope some other people accept responsibility. I hope some other people on the force accept responsibility. People who okay with transporting kids, I hope they accept responsibility. I hope people who back these people on YouTube, I hope they, just because they have an M behind their name, yeah, I'm just so disgusted with that. I can't stand people just going along with people because they YouTube, they from Memphis. But when y'all folk come up missing, y'all gonna want to cry, sling, snot, eat boogers and all type of bullshit because somebody done snatched somebody in your family. I hope y'all remember that. I hope y'all remember that when you continue to bag somebody. I don't want to see now one of y'all content creators who bagged them people who got their girl out of jail talking about we need to talk about these missing people. Start at the cookie people first. Fuck you mean. Ask them to ask that plumber girl that they got out of jail. Have they seen your loved ones? Start there. Okay? Okay? Accept responsibility there. Y'all kill me with that trifling, stupid shit. But I don't know why I'm tripping. I don't even know why I'm disappointed. Because half of them on YouTube hoes anyway. And they probably down with transporting minors and the trafficking of adults and snatching people. They probably okay with it. Just like some of them folk talking about, I love Dolph. I'm for Dolph. You wasn't from Dolph. You were bald-faced lie. I done told y'all that before. And I'm not just talking about who y'all probably think I'm talking about. I ain't even talking about that person. I'm talking about somebody I interact with that's going along with that stupid shit. Yeah. But you don't have to worry about me interacting with them no more. You can believe that. Okay, back to regular programming. I just had to get that off. Somebody tried to play me last night, so I had to go on and get that off. Yeah. Let's finish listening. Let's listen.
Now live from downtown Memphis and explains what charges he pled guilty to and what comes next in this case. Bria?
Yeah, well, Emmett Martin's lawyer told reporters today that Martin is accepting responsibility in this case. Martin pled guilty to excessive force, failing to intervene, and conspiracy to witness tampering. Martin, by pleading guilty, also waived his right to a federal trial. Meanwhile, 3 other former Memphis police officers who pled not guilty in the federal case will be on trial in the coming weeks. About 2 weeks shy, Memphis police officers who pled not guilty in the federal case will be on trial in the coming weeks. About 2 weeks shy of a federal trial into the fatal beating of Tyree Nichols, former Memphis police officer Emmett Martin III changes his plea from not guilty to guilty.
For him to plead guilty is going something. It's something. I feel like we're going in the right direction.
Accepting responsibility.
Accepting responsibility.
It's a relief for Nichols' family, who say they hope the remaining 3 former Memphis police officers, Demetrius Haley, Justin Smith, and Tadarius Bean, change their pleas too.
We still have 3 more officers that need to be convicted or turn themselves or change their plea. Until then, we're still fighting.
Former officer Desmond Mills pled guilty to civil rights and conspiracy charges last year. Nichols was seriously beaten by all 5 former officers just feet from his parents' home in Hickory Hill last January. He died at a Memphis hospital days later. Prosecutors say Martin specifically took off his body-worn camera before the beating.
Oh, he took it off.
Tyree Nichols of help afterward. Their pleas
Haley.
We still have 3 more.
This is the other one. This is the one I've been telling y'all about. It was something about him. Y'all remember me telling y'all that? Him. He was the other one that she said, the mother said Haley, and Emmett was the one who did the most damage. And he was the one I kept saying, right there. Him right there. Something about him right there. He on that payroll. And he also had worked in the prisons before and got fired for inappropriate beating and mishandling. And then MPD said, oh, he'll fit right in. We're going to handpick him for the Scorpion unit. I think he was in DeSoto County. I need to...
Officers Demetrius Haley, Justin Smith, and Tadarius Bean changed their pleas too.
We still have 3 more officers that need to be convicted or turn themselves or change their plea. Until then, we're still fighting.
Former officer Desmond Mills pled guilty to civil rights and conspiracy charges last year. Nichols was seriously beaten by all 5 former officers just feet from his parents' home in Hickory Hill last January. He died at a Memphis hospital days later. Prosecutors say Martin specifically took off his body-worn camera before the beating, deprived Tyree Nichols of help afterwards, and wasn't truthful and intentionally withheld information from MPD officials.
That was Lieutenant. So when y'all wonder why I'm so hard on Lieutenant Dwayne Smith, that retired before he could be prosecuted, he is the one who went to his mama's house and lied to her. Intentionally lied. Remember, I told y'all they was standing there looking, letting him bleed out, trying to figure out what they was going to say to try to cover this up because they thought that they had... Say it with me. Say it with me. So they let him retire on $1 million pension. And he is equally guilty of conspiracy.
Truthful and intentionally withheld information from MPD officials.
Mr. Martin, driven really by anger, used excessive force on Tyree Nichols. And later, driven by fear.
Fear from what? He gonna be scared in jail?
Of using that excessive force, Mr. Martin tried to cover it up.
Prosecutors are recommending no more than 480 months in prison, about 40 years behind bars. So Judge Mark Norris, who is the judge in this case, will have the final say about how much prison time Emmett Martin sees. Meanwhile, his sentencing date is set for December 5th.
Oh, and before I go, because I'm stuck, Haley, it says the prior accusations against Haley came to like because the inmate Cordarius Sledge filed a federal lawsuit in 2016 against him and 2 others. It is accused that Haley and another officer, he accused Haley and another officer of punching him, and a third of slamming his head into the floor. So yeah, he had some accusations of abuse when he was a prison guard back in 2016. I'll be back. Hit the like button, please. I'll be back.